Hey guys, it's Paul. I'm going to try and show you how to use this Acuity scheduling integration extension for Zoho CRM and Acuity. I really like Acuity scheduling platform. If you want to book appointments, sell courses, sell any sort of time, you can use Acuity. It's great. And now, what you used to have to do before was use Zapier to fire the information to Zoho CRM and then backwards. And I don't know if it's synced properly. I know you could trigger the event, but I'm not sure it would automatically sync if you move stuff. And obviously that costs $19 a month if you wanted to use Zapier, because you need the premium version of Zapier to make it work. So these guys at Xtracut have just come out with a new integration. I'm not sure if it says here when it came out, but I've just noticed it and I've tried it out and it works cool. So you're going to come to this page. It's $9 a month. So at this point, if you're not going to be prepared to pay $9 a month for the integration, then you probably don't need to watch anymore. But for me, if you're paying for Zoho CRM for your salesman and you're paying for Acuity, then that extra $9 is a no-brainer. But let me just show you. You're going to click install. You're going to install it. Acuity is going to say you're logged in, so continue to install. It's on version 259, so these guys are working hard to update it and make sure it's working. By clicking agree, we agree. I would say install it for all your users. It's going to say $9 a month, but we're going to try for free for 10 days. Now I hope it works on the second install, because I've already gone through this, so it might mess me up, but it does take a little bit of time to install. But what you're going to be able to do, I'll just talk you through. Oh, it did it faster. You're then going to have to authorize your Acuity. I'm not sure what level Acuity you need to be on to allow this to happen. You might have to be on a certain tier of pricing, but I'm just going to authorize it. It's going to ask me my username and password. Your username is your email address that you signed up for Acuity with. Oh, password is what I put in, and allow access, right? Oh, don't sign up. Come on. It always worries me second time I try to sign up for stuff. Well, there you go. My Chrome's sort of playing me up at the minute. So it says now I'm activated and I am in, right? Done. So it's going to add buttons, it's going to add modules, connectors. You can look at what it's added. It's added some connectors. But I'm going to show you basically what you now can do, which is really cool. If I go to a contact, I can now go to, say this one, Flow Bookamair. And up in the top here, it's going to say new appointment. And I can click and see my availability and say, all right, let's book in for 11:30. Flow Bookmaker. There's the email. This is the appointment type. So if I've only got one appointment type set up, but I've got that one set up, so it's just test data. So yeah, I click back on that now. Continue. Flow, phone number I haven't got, and then complete appointment. Then you can add it to your Google, or you can add it whatever you want. If you want to do it, that person will have got an email. You will then have updated your Acuity, and I can close it and go to activities. And now in my activities I've got an event for 11:30 till 12:20 for Flow Bookamaker. So here's the information. I believe if I've gone to my email, so this is an email saying your appointment's scheduled. This is to the person whose appointment it is. So this is to Flow Bookamair, who can then jump in, change schedule if you allow them to. We'd have to log in. But anyway, when I go back now to my Acuity and refresh it, I've now got here, look, Flow Bookamair is now booked in. So it's a really cool way of doing it, isn't it? So it's a really cool thing with Acuity that, you know, I can move that right as well. I can change it, so I'll reschedule it. Let's go for the 20th at 1 o'clock, right? Reschedule appointment. I'm gonna get probably an email saying you've rescheduled. There you go. So this is your appointment rescheduled to me, and this is an appointment rescheduled to the customer. So now if I go back to Zoho CRM, activities, flow, Bookemare hasn't quite synced, has it? 11:30. Oh yeah, Wednesday 11th of July. Did that change? I can't remember what I changed it to. No, 20th. 20th. So the question is, how fast does it sync? Activities. Come on. So I presume it will sync in next minute or two. It can't sync every 10 seconds because it might be how the API usage works or how the things works. But I will presume that this will eventually resync. If I go to that other one that's there, Null Chevalier, and move that one, let's see if it syncs live the other way. If we go to here, I don't know if you can actually, it's a good point, if I can edit. It'd be interesting that I don't think it would edit straight away because the way it works. Send email. Edit. Let's change it to the 19th and see what happens. I probably should have tested this first, shouldn't I? Let's see if that sends me an email saying that appointment's changed. I did test it. I'm pretty sure I tested it and it worked. On whether the sync has gone out a little bit because I've reinstalled it. Yeah, so it's probably, the guys will probably be updating it. It has just launched, so there may be a few little bugs in it. If the guys are watching from I can't remember what that company was called, Xtracut, was it? Let us know how the sync works, how fast it works. Obviously it's important. That one changed to the 19th, didn't it? That one didn't change. Did that one change in here? So it isn't fully syncing, is it, at the minute? But that might be something to do with the setup that I've done. But I really like that you can go in and go to a contact, pick any contact, and go new appointment. Find this is your availability within Acuity, so you can see, all right, I'm available, or I'm blocked off here, or I'm going to add it to another account, a class. Maybe you've got a class where you're running 10 people. 1:10, complete appointment, add to any calendar you want. I get your salesman or whoever you are get an email saying here's your appointment, and your customer gets that appointment as well. So it's really cool. Obviously I haven't looked at it enough to how that sync works, whether you have to change something and then sync it. It would make sense that the sync on that appointment would take a little bit of funky setting up, but I'm sure there's some information or some help on how to get to fixing that. Let's have a look. So I'm doing it on the fly now on Acuity configure, integration, extensions, get support, right? Oh, so you could email them, but I'll put some links to their actual support page and where their information is within that marketplace. So it got a bit flaky with the syncing, but that also might be to do with I've just uninstalled it and reinstalled it. But I think you'll see for $9 a month versus $19 on Zapier, I mean, if you already pay for Zapier, then you might just prefer to use that. But to me, this extension is going to get better. It probably does work, and I've just installed it wrong. But it's worth looking at, worth seeing if it's going to save you time and money. And if you're using Acuity, or you're thinking about using Acuity, it's now got a sync app for Zoho CRM. So that's cool. Cheers.